Yo, what up? Redzone In the Lab podcast. That's RITL, pronounced riddle. I induce DEUCE. What is good? Um, Today, if you're watching on YouTube, please comment, like, subscribe, share if you could. Anywhere else, do the same thing. I appreciate it. Don't, but especially leave a comment, right? Because I'm answering the comments. We get good conversations. Like when the pod is over, like for the next 24 hours, we get into it about certain things that we discussed. So keep those coming. But today we had the opening press conference with Commanders head coach Dan Quinn and GM. So that's what we're gonna got some key points from that I want to discuss. And that's about it for the lunch break, man. That's about it for the lunch break. So let's get to it.
Man, we've been waiting a long time for this, baby. Redzone in the lab. Commanders. It's time. Let's get it, homie.
All right. First off, I just want to say, well done. Great job from head coach Dan Quinn and GM Adam Peters. This is grown man business, right? This is how grown people handle business. This is how competent people handle business. We're not going to talk about the name thing team, but the way they handle it, the way they responded to it, that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. Regardless of whatever happens with the Terry situation, I always said I want a GM that chooses business over fans. What's up, Mitch? Appreciate you, man. Also appreciate you for being part of the community. But if anyone else that's watching, like if you desire to be part of the community, when you go to the channel, subscribe, and you can join the community, Redzone In the Lab community. You get little perks. You get 15% off at the store and different little things. Appreciate you, Mitch. So like, I always wanted a GM that chooses business over fans, right? Logic over emotion. I want a GM that could stand eye to eye, 10 toes down at the fans or the team's best player and tell them, this is how I'm doing business. Especially if it's the right way to do it. And Adam Peters has given us no indication that he has done anything wrong. Yes, he has not batted 1,000 for sure. He has some moves, some head scratches. Right? He had some moves that didn't work out. And we can say that, he didn't go get this player or that player or what we thought, but he's relying on his scouting department. He's paying those guys. He's relying on his scouting department. Cuddy, what's good, man? How you feeling? So, like, this is what I want out of a GM. This is what I want out of leadership. Guys that's on the same page. Guys that understand this is a business and it's team over player. It will always be team. And listen, we're not used to this. Like, we're not used to this. We're not used to being in this type of situation. So we don't really know what this is. We don't know what this looks like. It's all new to us. Let me see if I can pull up just a few things. He started off the press conference about what drives training camp and competitions and new improvements and all those different types of things, what matters. I can't wait to get into that. We're gonna start getting into that as training camp ramps up with our position battles and what players need to do this and what players need to do that, who needs to improve, and et cetera, et cetera. We definitely gonna start getting in that on the channel and other channels because OTH is coming back soon. ETL is coming back soon. So we're definitely excited. They talked about the new improvements. Like we saw some of the pictures from the locker room. He was talking about like we have like a new health facility. We got the new locker rooms. We got the new bubble. We saw all some of the pictures floating around. So everything just looks great. I mean, they got the first class seats. You know what I'm saying? In the locker room, everything looks bigger. It's like more light. The font is bigger on the nameplates. It's like everything just looks great and awesome, man. Like you can't say Josh Harris is not doing his part, right? His part is to make sure that Adam Peters make sure that the team has all of the tools that they need to exceed, right? The hyperbolic chamber, like that drink was huge, right? I don't even know we even had one of them. I don't even have one of them drinks. You know what I'm saying? But we got one of those. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing everything he's supposed to do as an owner to make sure we have everything that we need as far as off the field things to make us better on the field. The city looks so much better. What's up, Lil C White? Unless you change your name, this might be your first time comment. I definitely appreciate you for commenting for sure. I appreciate that. Return request a trade, would it put pressure on Adam? Yeah, of course he will, but I don't think he will. Right? I don't think he will. But look, yes, Adam has been in these situations before, but just like he said during the presser, I've been a part of them. I was in the room, but I didn't really have a say this way or the other. Now he's in charge. Like it's all on him, right? Like he's the one that's making the decisions, right? So he's in charge. Everyone is giving him information. He's getting information from Dan and from Joe Witt and from Cliff and this person and that person. And he has to be the one to take all of that information and make a choice on what he wants to do. But before, he was one of those other people that was giving John Lynch the information, right? So it's the difference. Even though, like, he may kind of lean on some of those philosophies he's learned, which would be smart, but, like, he still have to develop his own philosophy. And, look, he's only in year 2 of the job, right? So things are going to change as time goes good. What's up, Cuddy? What's up, Vito? How you feeling, man? Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate your support for sure. They're going to do whatever it takes. I love that part. They're going to do whatever it takes to get the deal done. The Von Miller signing, you know, you see talk with him for a few weeks. Been talking to him. He still got something in the tank. But the one thing I like about what he said about Von Miller was how other executives outside of the building was calling him and telling him how they think that's a good pick, how they think it's a good move. He still got a lot in the tank. I like that part. Anytime outside executives giving their, you know, they don't have to do it, you know what I'm saying? But they decided to do that. I think I very much like that. Peter seems willing to get a deal done. Exactly. He even said that. And he also mentioned about Von Miller when people say, well, we didn't try to do this. Like he said, that was one they wanted to add a pass rusher in the offseason, but a lot of those deals didn't get done. We don't know who the player was, right? And we don't know what they did to get him, but we know they tried. And that's something that we didn't actually know, but now we know. Man, when this deal hit, it's gonna be extraordinary, man. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, for real, Cuddy? Hey, man. Hey, good dude, man. Like, I don't like the mustache, bro. Like, what's the dude on Raising Canaan? The brother, the crazy brother on Raising Canaan. Like, that's really like that's the type of vibes I get from him, man. Like, and then like shape up your mustache. Like, if you're gonna go zero around the face, like shape up the mustache. Like, don't let the hair be like hanging in your lip. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got like do better. What's up, Yeah, we back, Yep, they value everybody in that building values Terry. Yep. All Elite, what's up, man? I appreciate you for joining on Twitter. If you can, in my bio, the YouTube channel, please subscribe. Please jump over there. If you can't, if you don't have a YouTube, some people don't, you go ahead and stay right there. But I appreciate you for commenting. I think that's your first time. Today was the first day that makes me feel like Terry might not be there. It's not a major feeling, but I'm a bit unsettled. Understand it's a business, and I still think a deal gets done. But see, like we're so confused about like what we want. Like even you, AJ, you was like, today the first day. Like I feel like it might not get done, but at the end, it's like I think it'll get done. But like we'll see. So like that's where we are. So like we just have to figure out what we're going to take out of the press conference and kind of help us go day by day. Another big thing is like if he's going to report. They don't know. They said they're expecting him to, right? So that's something we got to see. I think that's going to make I think that's going to be a big deal. And for you, Elite AJ, I think that's going to help settle that he might not sign if he's there. But I love how Duke AP tell us a lot about without saying anything. It makes sense. It really makes sense, bro. Like it really makes sense. Oh, who's Ronnie? You're Ronnie, AJ? Elite AJ? Is that your name? What's up, 405? Do you believe it's another learning year? Nah, like Luke has to take a step. So, like, one thing about Luke McCaffrey is that he played a lot last year. And he did a lot of good things last year, right? It's things that don't show up on the stat sheet. But what we need him to do is start producing more as far as contributing to moving the sticks, right? Moving the ball, like production on the field. And the reason why he didn't have it, like Jayden missed him a couple of times, like he wasn't in the progressions, all of those different types of things. But we need to see something because look, we want to win now, and we also still trying to build for the future, right? So we still need to make sure that Luke is going to be a part of that future. So he has to step up, and I think the team knows that well. Chasing chicken's face, y'all crazy. What's up, Smoke? Hey, I'd rather have him hold. Yep, that's the big thing. I'd rather have him hold in and hold out. Same way that we say that Jayden fires for multiply APCs it that way too, 30 million plus. But yeah, like and what was so Adam Schefter on the Ben Standing, the Last Man Standing podcast. Go check that out. Something he mentioned about he said he don't know what Terry is looking for. Like Adam said, I don't know. So this is another great thing, right? We're not talking about it. Terry side, that's a relationship. Like that's a good relationship. So as of right now, because nothing crazy is being rumored and spread out, they're still in good standing. So that's a good thing to look forward to. But something Shefty mentioned was he mentioned the 30 million plus from DK Metcalf, which is based on production. That's a production comp, right? Production comp. He mentioned T. Higgins, right, at 29 million, right, which is also a production type comp because T. Higgins can't stay on the field, but Terry can. So that's like an injury comp, right? Comparing injury production, right? So DK Math is a production comp, and I'm adding this production comp and all that. He was just mentioning like how much it costs. T. Higgins is an injury production comp. But then he mentioned Mike Evans. Now, Mike Evans is a production age comp at 24 million. Right? And yeah, Mike Evans got hurt last year, but he's been fairly injured. So, like, you could kind of look at Mike Evans as being an injury age production comp, and he's making 24 million. And remember, Terry is only making 19 million this year. He's counting 25 million against the cap. That's where I think, and I think it was reported today on one of our in a community podcast. I think they have Jeremy Fowler or something on. He said he think it's around 23 and a half, something like that. And that makes sense. That makes sense, man. Oh, Ronnie was his brother's name. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Ronnie from Raising Canaan. That's right. Draft, develop, compete. Yep. Respect is so important in the process. And I think they have that. Terry said he want to get paid. And that's the thing. That's why I think the gap is so wide. Is they came, well, look, we want to do 23. Terry like 23. I'm thinking 32. 33. That's a huge gap, bro. $10 million, $8, $9, $10 million is a huge gap. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Godwin, what Godwin get around 28, 27, 28? That might be where they end up for sure. Yep. We'll see. Yep. Mike Evans is a false equivalent to me, though. He was a year older, and at a time of signing, he was 10. Yeah, I mean, but like it doesn't matter about like the what it was or what he was making, whatever. But like when you think about the age, the accomplishments, him and Terry is the same, right? Like Mike Evans had 1,000 yards, and I think he missed like 6 games, and he still had 1,000 yards. So it's I think it's a fair comp for the team. I think it's a fair comp with the team. Yeah, but like he's only at 23 though. I mean, he's at 24 million. Even if only one receiver was making 30, was Jettis. No, it wasn't Jettis. Somebody else. Who's the first 30? I don't know. I know Jettis was 35. Even if it was, he wasn't enough to reset the market. He gave him 24 when it was people making 30. So I don't know. Oh man. Oh yeah, I ain't worried about that dog type. Okay, Tyreek, yeah. But yeah. So and I gotta go soon, yeah. So another thing from I wanted to talk about I didn't know Senate had a shoulder injury. Did y'all know that? And look, we didn't find out that Quan had 2 shoulder injuries until the draft party when he told us. And now we found out Senate had a shoulder surgery. So it's like this team is so tight knit with the information, bro. Like everyone has that understanding. That's why when you talk about brotherhood, that it goes from like and it all like that type of leadership, that type of understanding, that type of togetherness, that has to start in the building. It has to start up top. It has to. Because the building protects the field. Right? Think about it. The building protects the field. So if you have a strong building, it can stand as a shield to the field. So now the field can continue to focus on the field and playing ball, getting better, producing, all that. Because the building is protecting. But when the building is weak, it can't protect the field. So all the stuff, it leaks onto the field, which takes focus away from what they really supposed to be doing on the field. That's why it's so important to have strong leadership and a strong building. So it starts there. You have to have it there. I don't care how strong the field is. If the building is not stable, it's going to fall. And when the building falls, everything falls. So, let me see. Why I see Jerry writing these comments. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. What is going on here? What's up, Marcus? How you feeling, man? Within 5 days, I like it. Joe Thies made a point that he compares Terry McLaurin because he was healthy and didn't deal with major injuries. Yep, and that's the thing. Like CeeLo, which is on the OTH podcast, he mentions that too. When he says Terry is going on 30, but he was a super senior. He didn't play his first year at OSU, right? So his Terry side can say, yes, I'm going to age 30, but I'm in a 28-year-old body because I don't have the miles, and I've been injury-free since I've been in the league pretty much. So it's so much positives on both sides that each side knows and understands. It's not like one side is like, he's the best wide receiver in the league, so now this side got to fight that. No, you're not. It's like everyone understands each other's point, each other's side, each other, reasons why they should get. That's why I think this is a good situation to be in. Oh, he compared him to Jerry Rice. Okay, got you. 3 at 66. Yeah, so like, I mean, we got the video from Noah. Ain't nobody asked about Noah. Like, he got the video, showed him moving around. So, I mean, we'll find out today. They all report today, so we might find out today when they report, or at practice tomorrow. So we'll see. Let me see what else. Oh, talk about the age of the roster, right? Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and check out the shorts on the channel. Check out the shorts from the last couple. We were putting out a lot of shorts, a lot of information. We talked about age, Von Miller, Debo. We talked about a lot of day-to-day popular topics. We did all that. So check out all of that in the shorts for a lot of those information. So a lot of the stuff we covered that they talked about today. Cosby, I put something out today from his last Instagram post. He's doing like he's going good. They think he's good. He's on the timeline, right? He's right where they want him at, right where he need to be. So for me, my expectation is bye week for him. If it's sooner, that's the cherry on top, right? I think he's either if he starts on PUP, I think that's better for us, right? But if he starts on short-term IR, we can also understand. So it really depends how he starts out. And the whole Terry thing, right? Like, it's very positive that they are having good conversations. It's very positive that they've spoken to each other recently and had good conversations, right? So since the Easter Modus thing, they have talked recently, because Terry said they haven't talked up to that point, but now we know they have talked leading up. So that's a great thing. I'm happy about it, right? The thing about, like, I think I talked about this also. The thing about when he mentioned about like the people going on vacation, like, you have to reset, right? These guys have to reset. Because think about it. This last break was the last time they're going to be able to spend 100% of time with their families until like February. And yeah, I'm saying February. We'll talk about that later though. But like, so give them that space. Give them that space. Because if you notice, a lot of these deals that's happening ain't start till last Thursday. So everyone was on vacation. Give people time. And then it starts to rank back up. Yeah, shout out to Louisville. Shout out to Bobby Wagner. Shout out to Larry Thompson. That's 3 players in the top 100. We got 2 more. I think Terry going to come in top 25. Jayden, I think he might sneak in top 10. No more than top 15. But look, man, that's it for this presser, man. Appreciate y'all. Remember, man, like, subscribe to the channel. If you over there on Twitter, go to my bio, subscribe to the channel. If you want to join the Redzone In the Lab community, please do. It's $2.99 a month. It absolutely helps out a lot. We're going to be doing a lot of film. We're going to be sharing with you all. We do a whole lot of giveaways on the channel. You all to be the first recipients of it. We also have a Commander store you go check out. You automatically get 15% off. You get a code link. So definitely check that out, man. Other than that, I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate your time. It's lunchtime. I know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with me. I absolutely, absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one hop, one love.
Man, we've been waiting a long time for this, baby. Redzone In the Lab. Commanders. It's time. Let's get it, homie.